Well, hi there pluckers, I was Soulfinger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another up-to-date lesson. This one, I did a video a little while ago, a song by the Small Faces called Rollin' Over. Okay, well this is, I've had a request if I could just do a lesson on the small guitar break that Steve Marriott does about halfway through the song. After the drum break, he does a little short guitar break, and I've been asked if I could show what he's playing. Okay, so I've gone away and worked out what I think he's playing, but in the process I've sort of changed my mind a bit on what how it actually plays the song slightly. Okay, in my lesson I did make a point of saying I wasn't quite sure what key he was playing is, because the guitars on some of the videos seem to be slightly different on each video I saw them playing. Their tuning was slightly different, so I think overall I've ended up thinking that they played in D. Okay, so in D, I'm just going to go through the chords again in the key of D. Okay, because in my previous lesson I did it in the key of E. Okay, so I think what they're playing it, the way they played it on the live versions anyway, is basically a build up. Simple build up there from on the 5th string, from the 3rd fret, 4th fret to the 5th fret on the 5th string, and then I think what they're doing, or Steve Marriott's doing, is playing like a D minor 7th chord. So he's barring the first 2 strings on the 1st fret and putting probably the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and you have the 4th string open, so it's like a D 7th chord, D minor 7th chord, right? And I think what he's doing is this, that sort of thing, which basically you'd say, and then you hit that open string twice on the 4th string, and then you upstroke this D minor 7th chord. That's right. That sort of thing. Okay. The other way of playing it is to play this shape, which I don't think, although it sounds right, I don't think it's what he's actually playing when you see him playing it live. Okay, so but that's another way you could play it, is that shape, which is my 2nd finger is playing the 5th on the 5th string, 5th string. My 1st finger is playing the 4th fret of the 4th string. My 3rd finger is playing the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and my pinky is playing the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Okay. And you only play the inside strings, 5, 4, 3, 2. You mute the 6th string with your thumb, because you rest your thumb on it, and my little finger is bent over slightly, so it's killing the 1st string, so you can actually give it a fairly good strum. Like, so here's it, so without sounding the 6 strings first or first. Okay, so that's the sort of. But I think what he's actually playing is the D minor 7th and upstroking those first. Okay, so. Okay, so he does that, and then the chord break in it, it goes like, first time it goes. Okay, then that is an F, quick F, C, back to D, and then it does the riff again. Sorry, I've got one chord. Okay. And then, so in the verse, so that's the intro, so it does that through the intro, and then he goes into the verse and sings over this bit. And then he goes, and then it goes into G, rather than going into the bit, it goes, there it goes. It goes into G, and it goes into A, and it goes into F, C, a bit of a pause, and then G, C, so it goes like this. Okay, so that's basically G to A, F, C, bit of a pause, G, G to D. Okay. Okay, now the bit I've been asked about, I digressed somewhat there, the bit I've been asked about is in this key, okay, we're in D, when it comes after halfway through the song, it comes out of to the verse and that bit where it goes there's a bit of a drum break, and then it comes in with this little guitar bit where it goes that's one of this, that sort of thing. Okay, so it goes. Okay, that's what I think he's playing. It varies on different versions here. Sometimes he plays it slightly differently, but that's the basics of it. Okay, so basically what you do is you play the it's all double picking. Okay, so my pick is picking the third string and my finger is plucking the first string. Okay, so two strings all the time. Okay, so first and third strings, my first finger starting off on the 10th fret, my second finger is playing the third string on the 11th fret, and then you go up to this shape. Okay, so you pluck those together, then you play this shape where I'm on the 12th on the 3rd and 12th on the 1st. Okay, so, and you play that twice, that one. Okay, so, and then you can slide up, it probably sounds better if you slide that up to the 14th fret on the 1st and 3rd strings. So don't have to slide it, but you can if you want to. And then you play this one, same shape as the one on the first one you started off. I'm playing the 15th fret on the 1st string and the 16th fret on the 3rd string. This is why playing on electric is a lot easier, but and then you play that twice, and then back to the one on the 14th fret. Okay, so it goes. Got that? Okay, that's that one. And then you do this one, where it slides up from the 12th fret on the 3rd and the 1st, and you slide that up to the 14th fret on the 1st and the 3rd, and you go. So that sort of thing goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 on that one on the 12th again, down to the 12th from the 1st and 3rd strings, twice on that one, and then back to the original one on the 10th and the 11th on the 3rd, and 1st on the 10th on the 1st, 11th on the 3rd. Okay, and then you basically repeat that 3 times. Okay, so let's go through that very slowly again. So the first time it's got it? Just once more for good measure. So it's one on the first one, 2 on the second one. This is the first time, okay? And you can either hit that or just can slide up to it, whatever you want, okay? And one more there, and then 2 on this one, back to that one. And then we go 3 of these. Again. One more. Okay, and that's what I think he's playing. It does change slightly on different. So if you hear different live versions, it does vary slightly, but that's the gist of it. Okay, so there we go. So that's how my revised lesson on rolling over by the small faces. Hope you enjoyed that, and see you in the next video.